Hello! We are live. So, okay. Quick top of the hour thing while I pull up chat and make sure that my phone is muted. Last night when I went out, my toe hurts because I ran into something. After stream, I looked down at my foot. There was blood, and I had gashed open my toe. Because I don't look where I'm going, run into stuff, I don't know. Anyway, it's totally fine, it's all good. Just seems like it needs to be like watched, cleaned, you know, careful with. But if you hear me going like, ow, it's probably just like I touched it to the blanket. Some stupid something that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing. Alright, anyway, we will get started here. There we go. So, oh look who forgot to change the text again. Maybe we'll actually do that this time. I think I will. Give me like three seconds. Okay, I found it. I found the goals. Finish flats. Nice. Okay. Now I can close this section and just click somewhere. Okay, sorry, it bothered me. This is the second day in a row that we have not changed the goal. Through no one's fault but my own, truly, but hey, you know, I'm gonna actually take the time to change it today. Okay, well, anyway, now that we've done that, we'll go back to the Azzies brushes, and I need to fix up the color here. So I think what I'll actually do is take this. I'm just gonna make everything red. We're gonna add the blue back, I promise. But for now, I'm going to do that. We have the hair on assisted, which I'm going to take off while I clean up. Oops, you can keep that there. But I'm going to take it off while I just clean up little tiny segments that are coming out here. That's also that sleeve? Nope, that should be skirt color. Okay. That should not be any color there or there. And then we can get rid of color here as well. Oof. Also, the vent cleaning is done. It's over, it's gone. But it was a very stressful morning here at my home. I'm glad it's over. This morning I was like, cool, I have to move my bed, I have to move my bookshelf. Everyone else has to move their bed, everyone else has to move their stuff. Oh, it was rough. But we made it through. We're on the other side, and all my stuff is back in place. My figurines are safe, and we're good. Okay. Just while I'm at it, I'm gonna maybe not use a brush that big, but fill in a couple little areas where there are just some teeny tiny gaps from the hair here. Okay, right around there. think there's a little spot right there. Okay, now we can go over here and kind of do the same thing. I don't know about you guys, but I really like to try and make sure everything is like super clean. Just find it's helpful. I think I've probably mentioned that before. I don't know. I repeat myself a lot. Let's see. Okay. There's a tiny bit here. And can't tell if this is white or hair color. A mixture of both. How very fun. Okay. And there is a tiny spot here. And then I think there might be... Oh, it's not leakage there. It's just white. Okay. We'll have to make sure that we kind of get onto the clipping mask that I made, the actual like underneath section. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is go down onto, oops, let me click please, here, and it's this yellow, so I'm going to just kind of fill in little bits where it is not around. And this is underneath the hair layer, so if we get it in places where there's hair, totally fine, not a problem. The reason why it's showing up red and not yellow, by the way, is because there is a clipping mask on top of it. And that clipping mask, anything that's like anything that's covered on this red layer is going to show up red where I put color on the layer under it where that little arrow is pointing to. I hope that makes sense. It may not. Okay, go in here. I don't know why that little white dot is there. It's strange. I'm gonna quickly find it. It seems to disappear with that. So potentially it's just not on here. It's just not covered on there. We'll go ahead and try to cover it on there. Oops. Yep, just wasn't covered. That's okay. Okay, now go back onto here. And just like that. Just want to make sure all the spots get covered here. And also any spots that shouldn't be covered get properly erased. And I can merge this clipping mask, something brand new that I just learned. I can merge the clipping mask onto the layer below it, like the layer that it's changing the color of, and it will replace the color there, which makes my life really easy for like playing with colors. Okay. There we go. Oops, I turned that layer off and forgot to turn it back on. Okay, I actually see this tiny bit of gold poking through here where it shouldn't. Oops. Okay. Oops. And I'm on an eraser still. So when they clean your vents, apparently they'll show you the dirt and stuff. And my mom went out and saw all of the dirt that they took out of our vents, and I was like 50-50 on it. Do I want to see the crud that came out of there? My sister just wanted to know if they had found any mice in there. But I didn't go see it. I was just kind of like, I think I'll pass. I don't want to know. Sounds kind of gross. I don't know, would you guys want to see that kind of thing? I mean, listen, I don't think it's bad that they give you, like, before and afters. I think that's a good thing. Because then it shows you, like, you should get this done. This one. And probably you should get it done more often. Okay. But for real, were there mice in there? I guess he said there weren't mice in there. My sister thought the guy looked like Brandon from 90 Day Fiancé, and like, Loki, I agree. I think Jojo is gonna go have some outside time. Otherwise someone's just playing with him. Okay, now we can go ahead and merge those. And then I can do a clipping mask over the red. For our blue, we'll just put drawing assist on. Oops, I see a tiny bit that needs to be erased. Okay. We'll also have to erase from the outline here. Okay, assist is off. Perfect. These flowers got on the hand and they shouldn't be there. That's okay though. So I've been watching some people talk about the absolute state of Twitch, and if I'm super honest, it makes me nervous. Like, obviously I'm a very small streamer, so at this point it really doesn't affect me too much, but at the same time it does affect me. Like, if you're a streamer on the platform at all, at any size, like, it does affect you. But I don't know, it's kind of like, do I want to, like, keep streaming on Twitch? Because Twitch is, like, from what I understand, it's easier to, like, find people who, like, are just looking to watch streams on Twitch, you know? But, or do I want to go to YouTube where maybe people are going to start moving there now that people kind of feel like, at least streamers, big streamers, kind of feel Twitch is, you know, not treating them well, which I agree. I don't think Twitch is treating their people well, and it's like any other job, right? Like, if your company's not treating you well, why would you stay with that company? But I don't know, like, I really like the people that I've found on Twitch, and also another thing that I've kind of come to understand is it's hard. It's getting better. Like, I believe they just created like a live tab, but it's hard to start as a streamer on YouTube unless you like have a built-in audience. So unless you were like a YouTuber and then you started streaming, or like a TikToker and then you started streaming, you know, or you came over from Twitch or whatever. But it's hard to do that. And I don't know, I guess I don't mind if it's hard. Like, nothing is truly easy, but it's like, I do sincerely wish this wasn't happening right when I was like, yeah, let's start streaming. You know what I mean? I'm sure lots of people feel that way, especially now that people are like, okay, cool, Twitch is being an asshole, let's boycott Twitch. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Feels like I should keep streaming. But I can't really put any type of harsh judgment on anyone who's like, yeah, no, I'm done, I'm moving, or I'm boycotting. Because, like, even, especially, like, announcing it when there's so much going on the platform, and they had just made, like, another huge announcement about gambling, like, now is not the time? Like, I do think, you know, they need to announce it, like, as soon as possible, because anytime you're taking away, like, what was it? It's pretty close to, like, 30% of someone's, like, revenue. You need to tell them, like, as soon as possible so that they can make a plan. Because, like, even when you have fuck you money, I don't know if anyone else uses that term, but, like, you know, so much money that you can't spend it all. Like, you don't know what to do with all of it. It's still a change to you financially, and you should be made aware of that so that you can plan accordingly. Like, you know, I don't know, man. I just think, damn, what fucking horrendous timing. And would there really truly ever be good timing on something like that? Probably not. But I don't know, to release it after literally, like, well, not even after the drama that was going down, but literally in the middle of it. And, like, I get, you know, it's not even an issue of, like, oh, they released it at 3 a.m. Like, there are other time zones. But, like, I don't know, it was kind of like, weird. It was a choice. And, like, I don't know, I agree with the people who are saying, like, hey, you know who owns Twitch? Amazon. You know who has fuck you money that he could never spend all of? Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon. I don't know, man. I feel like, at the very least, like, why not, like, keep the custom contracts or whatever, where maybe, like, people who are bringing significant amounts of traffic in, keep them, or start putting them, like, new streamers who are doing that, on the 70-30 split, and then everyone else on the 50-50 or whatever. Even though that's pretty shit too, but I don't know, man. It's like, if other platforms can do it, why can't a company backed by Amazon, who has literal trillions, do it as well? It's fucking wild. I don't know, maybe it's a bad take, but it's my bad take if it is. But Maybe I'll invest in Streamlabs Prime for a year and dual stream on both platforms. But also, it's $149 and I don't want to spend money. You know? I think at the end of the day, I'm just happy, you know, drawing, so for me, whatever. For the other guys, oh, I'm very sorry, unlucky. Okay. So, you know, the one thing I hate about drawing all the flowers, and I like drawing flowers a lot, as you may have come to know through the art you've seen of mine, is that I don't like filling in around them. They're very time consuming. This morning I finally broke into the flavored soju that I bought. And okay, so far, the grapefruit one, pretty good. But it's like, you know, when you get a bartender who overpours because they know you're having a hard time at family dinner. It's like that. It's like, I taste the flavor, but mostly it's alcohol. One time I went out with my parents and I went, listen, this was like when I was a couple years younger and I did not have much drinking experience, so you just kind of say, you kind of order like whatever's like cheap on like the happy hour menu, or like whatever drink you think of that just like you're like, I heard about that one time. So I decided to order a Long Island iced tea, and that was a mistake. And now whenever I go anywhere with anyone, I'm just like, hey, so if I say the words Long Island iced tea, just tell them no. Say no. Like, I didn't do anything stupid or blackout, but it was just like, for some reason, usually when I drink, I get fun. That time I got just more anxious. And also very tired. I really wanted to pass out. Oh. Hey, welcome. How's your day going, Jenky? Okay, I am just gonna fill in these little gaps. Then I think if I can maybe, I should probably cross-check, but it's okay. I can go in there and erase a tiny bit. Ooh. I'll have to check that out. Did you post it on Instagram? I'm glad that you're having a good day, though. Nice. Junkie, I think I just need to follow you on Instagram. That way I can just see the stuff that you post. I'll do that when I get off stream. Okay, I see a bunch of little like spots where there's hair being an issue, so I'll take care of that in a bit, but I think I want to finish filling in all this blue first. No, the eraser. This morning I was like sitting at the table trying to sketch because I couldn't be in my room with like the vent cleaning going on, and I was like just really struggling. So I'm glad that we're not in a sketch phase. I don't know, sometimes it's like, cool, here's a drawing, I did it in 5 minutes and it looks great, and other times it's like, I spent 3 hours sitting here and I would like to cry. Okay, I almost wonder if I should make, like, fill in the space underneath the sleeve, but I guess we'll leave it for now and navigate that later. And then on another clipping mask, we can fill in these flowers. And then later we can wonder why we decided to do so many little details. I actually think maybe I shouldn't put these on a clipping mask. Yeah, I think these I might leave off a clipping mask, and that way I can do a clipping mask on them. Not sure, but I might take that off a clipping mask and just kind of like clean it up. We'll have to see what works. Kind of hoping we can use some kind of brush to get like a sort of like thread texture on these, but I don't know that I truly have anything I can do that with, so it might be like putting that in myself or creating something, but I don't know. I've never been great at like making brushes. I used to kind of play around with it more in Paint Tool Sci, but it's like really simple in Sci. Procreate, I feel like there's a bit more you could play with, and you can add like images and whatever, so you can really make some cool stuff, but I don't know that I've 100% got it in me to do it. But it sure would look cool if I could. I can go ahead and just get in there. This is gonna take a while. Certainly there's an easier way to do it, but I like the hard way. Okay. And while I'm just working on this, I'm gonna make sure that I get like any teeny tiny little bits of red, or I'll fill them in, I guess, maybe with like the dark blue later, but kind of depends on where they are maybe. I just don't want the red peeking through a ton on such a light blue. Oops, that's a very small brush. Now I can, oops, that's a little too much. I'll just get in there with a little eraser. And I'll just, that's fine, it works. No, maybe not like that. Okay, now I'll just, maybe what I'll do is kind of go in with the large brush and then I'll fill in where I can't quite get everything. That'll save me maybe a tiny bit of time. Okay. Yeah, this is a little easier. Okay. Alright, and now I can just kind of go back and take the smaller brush and fill in a little. Okay. There. No, I think it's kind of relaxing to color these, even though it takes a long time. go. I think we'll go on this one and then I can kind of do a big loop around like that. And then fill in everything that isn't on an edge. Probably get a tiny little eraser maybe. I have to say I'm like super excited because there's a YouTuber I watch called Mr. Snowflake who makes like documentaries about lol cows really, and he's putting out one about one I've been trying to learn about, but the content is just like hard to wrap your head around, and I'm like, finally someone who will explain it in a way I can understand. I'm like, I'm waiting for it 4 days, and I'm like, we're having a countdown. I'm gonna make everyone I know watch it. As long as it's not like too messed up. I feel like I watch like a lot of weird internet people stuff. It's just like interesting. And a good reminder not to overshare too terribly much. Okay, now we'll just go around the corners here. These are not really corners since they're circles. Okay, and then we can go into here. There we go. Okay, now I have to erase on the hand over here so I can take off my assist and just scribble. And then I think we can probably go back onto this layer, and I took the gold from here and I will put assist on. I'm hoping that this section worked to do it like this. I'm hoping it'll look okay once it's colored, really. That's what I mean. Because if it doesn't, it's gonna be really bad for me. The other thing I was kind of thinking of is making the lace down here black, but I think because it's so close to the bodice that the gold, like continuing it, will look better. We'll see. Okay. That's on a loop, so we don't need to erase it. So that's not, so. Okay. Now I can just make sure this is all filled in too on the other side. I actually see a tiny little speck of not blue on our blue, so I'm gonna fix it. Okay. And back to gold. Okay. Huh. Didn't get these up here. One thing I feel about like textured line art is how much of the texture should I fill in with the color? Like, should this area, because it's textured, be filled in with gold, or is it okay to leave the like texture holes red, or does it even matter? And I guess the answer is at the end of the day, it's up to me. Also, who really cares? But it's whatever looks good and whatever you feel you can get away with. Because sometimes doing the most is not an option. Like here, these absolutely have to be filled in, because otherwise they look weird. Okay. Now, we don't have a ton of these loops left, but while I'm coloring them in, I need to make sure that this line is like perfectly colored up to the edge. No gaps. I feel like that looks okay. The other thing I'm gonna do is just duplicate the layer, make sure, oh, this is gonna be a challenge. I can erase the section, so it won't be a big deal. I'm going to go into there. We'll just do actually, there's a better solution. Okay. Select. Go up to the, oops, didn't mean to do that. Just gonna delete that from there. The bodice color. Take it on here. Just see how that looks. I'm gonna take it off assist and erase this area so that I get a better idea. Kind of thinking that the gold looks a little better. I'm gonna leave this because once we fill in the black lace on the upper part, this might end up looking better. I'm going to take and erase on this layer any gold. I'm not getting rid of it, but it's on the other layer. It's all safe, it's all good. Okay. Now I'm gonna pop that off. Pop this one back on. Okay. Then while I have this layer on, I can take the drawing assist and turn it off, and then erase this area here. There's a tiny fleck of blue on there as well, so I'll get that off. Seems like I also missed a spot of gold or red or something. There we go. And then the blue on here. Okay. Now I will go back onto this layer and get this filled in. I'm gonna turn the bodice off because it's the same color I'm working with here, and that'll get confusing for me. Okay. Now if we thought the other parts were time consuming, this might be as well. No one let me increase the brush size, please, for the love of God. It will be a mistake. Drawing assist is off. No, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Okay, I'm gonna undo everything I just did. Okay, keep that done. Put drawing assist on, so that this time I can do the thing for real. Make sure that it's on. Okay. Okay, so I really like fabric stores, and I will stay in there for hours, which does not please the people in my life. But one thing that I really am interested in is lace. Lace is like so cool, it's so intricate. Like, people make that by hand. I mean, machine-made lace is much more common than handmade lace now. And handmade lace is very expensive. But, like, it's so cool to see just like the different patterns and to feel the different like texture of it. And I don't know, I am so enthralled. But I don't know. I also just, whenever I go into the fabric store or any store, truly a problem, you couldn't take me anywhere during COVID times. I have to touch everything. I have to feel the material. Like clothing, gotta touch it, gotta feel it. Fabric, gotta touch it, gotta feel it. Like, it's especially blankets, I have to touch it. And if there's like a squishy stuffed animal, don't let me near the squishmallows. I'm not gonna hug them, I'm not gonna pick them up and hug them, but I am gonna just give them a good squish. It's a problem I'm not working on. Okay, now we'll get back in here and redo these because I messed them up before. without drawing assist on. The thing, it's like, look, I made a nice symmetrical drawing so I can use drawing assist and not have to go through the trouble of doing all my intricate details twice. I didn't turn it on. Okay. Just little tiny beads of lace. Oops. I'll put that there. The other day I watched someone talk about briefly within some other video essay, like the horror movie to disturbing movie pipeline. And I was like, it really does go there. Like, I don't watch them as much anymore, but I used to watch a lot of like horror movies, and I feel like the more you watch, you get like super desensitized, and then you're just like, let me find like something scarier, let me find like the next big thing, and then like before you know it, you're like, what else is on the internet? And everything's on the internet. And that's a very scary thing. I don't know, I never really got into like actual like bad stuff, but certainly it's not hard to find it, apparently, anyway. I was talking to my sister and she was like, yeah, no, it's easy. And I was like, ah. But I also like don't, this is weird, I think maybe. Analog horror is like interesting, but I don't watch a ton of it anymore because now, despite like being like, I watched like every single like Asian horror movie I could get my hands on because I was like, it's scarier than American movies. It was really more just, I thought psychological horror was like more interesting, I think. But like, it's, I don't know, like for some reason now I just like don't do super great with horror, especially when there's like a lot of gore in it. But so I haven't gotten into like the newer like kind of like analog stuff and a lot of like the interesting like ARGs and stuff that have come out recently. But yeah, I don't know. Certainly there's a lot of merit to it, and it's such a cool art form. Like, I've seen, like, I used to watch like Nightmind, and they show like how people can do so much with it. It's so cool. We might have to make this gold because it's just not standing out from this at all. Okay, let me duplicate and select and I remember when I was a kid and like marble hornets was popular. And that, oh man, that scared me. Marble hornets scared me for whatever reason. Like, it's weird now because Slender Man super fell off for, you know, very obvious reasons, but I used to be super involved in like creepypasta stuff to the point where I like had a narration channel. And like creepypasta used to be like so cool, like absolutely the shit. And then like now it's kind of become like memes. Just memes. Just kind of fun and fair in its own right, you know? But I miss the days where it was just like like it actually like really freaked me out. Okay, I see why that's like that. I'm like, no, I can't erase it. What? I might actually just straight up be some problems with my bodice layer. So I'll just fill that in a little more. I don't know. I feel okay. Listen, there. I went to like a really weird school, and we did project-based learning, which was basically like, so you come up with a project and you just do that. Your teacher does have to like approve it though, so that you aren't just like learning absolute bullshit. But that kind of meant we could read a lot of wild stuff, so instead of reading books, I just read through the creepypasta wikia. And boy, was that wild. Even back then, a lot of them were really bad. But that did mean I found a bunch of them that were not popular, but were pretty good. Couldn't tell you any of them now, but they were fun. I think it was when people started making OCs that were in love with Jeff the Killer that really got into some interesting territory. Let's see. Okay. Now I think we can do blouse stuff. I have like 15 layers of this. Okay. What I need to do is erase the bottom of this. Like that. And like that. And then that's good to go. And then I'm not gonna merge that because I think it'll throw me off later. But I can put our blouse layer, I think, underneath the bodice layer would work. I think a drawing assist would be okay to start. And I'm gonna pull off the background color because that will probably be helpful. Gonna just make sure I have like a true white. I don't know which ones of these are white, which ones of these are off-white anymore, so just do that. Okay. Now we're just gonna go in. The uncomfortable chair strikes again. Okay, this is under the hair layer, so it's all good if I want to scribble. I don't particularly, but just on the off chance. Right? Yeah, it's under, okay. Okay, that is showing me though that I need to fix up that little bit of hair there. Give me my yellow. Okay. Just gonna fix this up. And over here. But then we'll have to do the same thing on this side because I don't have assist on. And right here as well. Okay. I hate when I change the background color and I can see all my mistakes. It's super not fun. Okay, there we go. Just a little more. Okay. Just gonna kind of go around the edges, I think, really quickly because I see so many spots that are messy and it's gonna really bug me. This is definitely a good way to find out that we need to do that and to get it out of the way, so not a problem. Okay. And then maybe it would have been better to do this on assist, but you know what, we didn't, and we're gonna live with it. We live with our mistakes until we can't anymore. Okay, this tiny gap. Okay. And I think I see a little, yep, there was a little gap there. Okay. We're almost through with this. I think that's probably about good, except for maybe like right through here. We'll just clean it up a little. Fix up the color, and then we can... I think there's actually a little line issue there, but that's okay. Okay, now we can go back in with the white. Okay. Back here. Now we'll just go underneath here. Oh yeah, I totally got sidetracked, but I was gonna say, that I think a big part of the reason why I like never have seen like anything totally awful on the internet is like I don't use it. I do, but I don't like I don't really go on Twitter a ton, except for like my tiny art Twitter, which I still don't go on that much, but before I had one, and then I just like quit using it. Like kind of quit all social media in 2020, and I never used like Reddit very much or anything, like, and never any like of the kind of rougher sites. I was just like a guy online kid. You know, so I just kind of ended up avoiding it, which very nice for me. I also just didn't have like a friend group that was sharing that kind of stuff, so pretty lucky in that regard. But yeah, maybe a little strange for someone who streams to not be like that online, but I am not that online. But then I also find myself like watching iceberg videos and being like, oh, I know about that and that and that and that. And it's like I feel like I know about all the stuff, I just haven't seen it. Okay. This is a... Yep. It's like it's gonna be bad on that other side. Yeah, well, for a long time I didn't like use Instagram, but also like I think it depends on like what sort of side of Instagram you're on. Like I was just on like cosplay Instagram, and then I would use it like once every 3 months to post cosplay pictures, and then never open it. But they like definitely all of like the Facebook companies did a big crackdown, so now I think it's definitely harder to see bad stuff on those platforms, and like honestly just on the internet in general it's harder to see bad stuff unless you like actually seek it out. Like there used to be like, you know, Live Leak, and like I think like the subreddit or whatever, like Watch People Die, I think that got shut down, but that used to just like be there. It's like it's there. Okay. I'll have to fill that in with skin color. That little bit of wrist. And oops. Okay. Now I have to turn these to stuff because wait, did they shut down 50/50? I thought 50/50 was still around. I don't even think that, from what I understood, 50/50 wasn't that bad. But I also never went on it. But yeah, I don't know. It, like, I kind of miss like when the internet was like the Wild West, you know. But I don't know. I can't tell what ruined the internet. Was it companies, us, children with iPads? Just, you know, time in general. Like, the longer something's around, the more likely it is it'll be, like, litigated and cracked down on, you know? It was probably just natural progression. But it sure is a different time. Oh, no. Yeah. That's, yeah. I thought 50/50 was, like, here's a cute cat or a picture of someone's shit. Like, that's what I thought 50/50 was, so. A little different than I was expecting. But, I mean, like, you still see. Dude, cartel stuff has become, like, increasingly common, I feel like, is, like, cartel violence. And, like, apparently there was, like, a whole problem on TikTok with, like, the cartel lifestyle, like, the opulence and the side that it's like, you know, with, like, drug dealers, too, like, the lavishness that comes with it through, like, the money, but not showing, like, how that money is earned, was, like, on TikTok. So apparently there was an issue with, like, people trying to join the cartel because of TikTok. It was very strange to hear about, and I hope that was not true. I hope that it was just, like, some fake news, but honestly, I wouldn't doubt that it was real at this point. Okay. So I need to fill in these little spots with some bread. Just back into here. Because if I want to make the whatchamacallit, sleeve a different color, or not a different color, but transparent. Okay, I actually will, let me put this on assist, and then take that and right here, and then, okay, if that's the case, then this should be entirely filled in, just like that. And then we'll take that off the assist and off of there. And then this I need to erase right in there. And right through here. But I can take a tiny, tiny little brush back in there. And then a tiny, tiny little eraser back in there. Okay. Now we have to go in with the blue. Blue's on a clipping mask. We're good. Okay. And And back up in that corner. Nice. Okay. Now we have to do the cuffs. So I think what I'll do on here is I'll take our gold, this one. I just want to do a tiny bit of like, oops, I messed it up. Tiny bit of gold right here on the cuff. And then up here. And then same over here. So I see a tiny spot I missed on the blue there. Okay, and then take my red from up here and just fill in that tiny bit, and then erase this tiny bit, and then fill in that tiny bit. Okay, now we've sort of got it, but I need to get that cuff like I said I would. Okay, so now we'll take, I'll either make this, I'm not sure if I want to actually make it white, because I could make it any color I want. So why not make it, you know, like black or red or blue? But for now, we'll start by making it white. And then we can put a clipping mask over it, figure out what color we like best, and go from there. Okay, we'll have to fill that in with the gold a little more. Not a problem. Okay. While I have it on my mind, we'll take care of filling that in with the gold. That's not where the brush size is it? It is up here. Just want to get it a tiny bit more. So a while back, a couple weeks ago I guess now at this point, my parents came back from Vegas, and when they came back, they were talking about how all these salespeople came up to them and started talking to them. And when I went to Vegas, that was not an issue for me. And that made me realize just how bad my resting bitch face is. Like, when salespeople don't approach you, you know you have it bad. But to be fair, probably a good thing. I'm not great at telling people like, no, so I'm glad I have that defense mechanism. Let's see. Try the clipping mask. Oops. We don't need drawing assist, we just need the clipping mask. Let me see. I think I want to try the red first. Try a couple different things. Okay, I don't like the black at all. Also, don't like the blue. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I haven't been to California recently, but it's it is wild over there. I walk with headphones in too, and I'm just like, do not bother me. Maybe we should leave them white. I still feel like it helps if you walk like you're on a mission. You know, to be fair, like there are some salespeople who are like super persistent, but if you look like you're just like straight up not having it, gonna kill someone, like they might leave you alone. I guess it depends on the salesperson and their quota. I think I might leave them white. I think that looks the best. Look at this clipping mask, looks like some weird 3D shit. Okay. Now we have to fill in the hand. And the background, but I figure we could leave the background for later. Okay. Let's take our hand. I'm gonna use the Ace color palette for this. Where is it? It's up. There he is. It's a very good standard skin tone. Okay. I'll have to do a tiny bit of erasing off the red. I will say though, I kind of like, listen, I appreciate the hustle. I appreciate the hustle of salespeople. I understand and I get that that's a hard job, but also I hate it. You know what I mean? No one wants to be accosted when they're just trying to get their Auntie Anne's pretzel. There we go, and then that gives us two, like, slightly different skin tones as well. I think... Okay. I'm gonna keep that while I duplicate the canvas. So I will hide you. What's this one? Okay. And there we go. Now I can delete that layer. I think what I'll do is I will... Okay, well, if there's an issue, we can go back to the other junk, but I'm going to merge everything except for like the detail layers, and I'll merge this as well. Then I can delete that. Okay. Now it's all kind of, oh shit, ow. I messed up my toe yesterday, and now I keep hitting it with my other foot. Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do the eyes. Let's do that really quick. Should be fairly simple. All I have to do is like fill in the whites here. And then fill in the eye color. Could also just really quickly get the teeth. And then I can take that off of assist. Get that. There we go. And now we can, I'm gonna actually put that back on, add this, and her eye color is this one. Okay. I suppose I could make it the brighter blue in order to like go with the drawing, but I don't want to do that. So we'll leave it. And then I'll start some color. We'll do our clipping mask. And then I have all of our colors up here nice and neat. So as usual, we're going to go in with the airbrush, medium airbrush, and get some color. Oops, that might be a little too big. It's not on assist. We'll put it on drawing assist. Okay. And then I'm gonna do under. I would like to do under here. And a little bit on the hand here. Also, so it's a little too much, but just a little around the mouth. And right on the shoulders. I feel like this isn't. Because there's a translucent layer over it, so I should maybe undo some of that. Oh, okay. That brings us back. What I'm going to do here is just take this off, so that way we know what color we're putting down where. And briefly I'll take this off assist to hit these areas here and this hand. And then her legs are also going to be kind of in the shadow. And I think I'll put assist back on in order to hit maybe the sides of the face just a little. I'm gonna make this smaller. That might be better not to mess with that. But also I want to mess with it so bad. Leave it alone. I like the whole less is more thing. I don't think I really like less is more. keep that on for right here. And then, see, take it off for down here. And over here. Give me my hand color. Maybe I didn't need to do that much. Maybe just like that is fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back in for a second round of airbrush. Just on a couple little spots here. Oops. Maybe not like that. Maybe just like right in there. Okay. I'm gonna mute you guys for like 1 second. Okay, back. I think we're good. Now I'll try another clipping mask, and I'll put drawing assist on. I think we're gonna go off the airbrush back to the Azzy brushes. And then I'll go in here with our darker color and just kind of hit a couple spots. Probably a bit thinner here, maybe. And then also under, oh, that's okay, I can erase that. Jojo's getting his dinner, I think. Did he get his dinner earlier? Or did someone give him a snack? Who was giving him snacks? I think we can turn off assist for a second here. Okay. There we go. I think something like that will potentially work. It might go a bit there. We'll have to get, oops, too big. So some kind of spots under the hair. Just like this. And there we go. I guess I should have put drawing assist on for that, huh? I can, well, I guess what I'll do is I'll undo and then go back. It's just so much easier if it matches. Okay. And now, I don't know, I feel like actually this needs to be a bit wider. Too much. And then you can go back in there, maybe not that much. Okay. Now I can get this. Okay. And remove my assist so that I can get under here and just kind of fill that corner in. And so I think, okay, yeah, that's the same on both of them. So we can put assist back on kind of temporarily. Was it the same? Did I not? What? Ah, okay. It's just because it's farther up. I'm so confused. Yes, okay. That one's further up than that one. Okay, now I'll turn the assist back off. Oops. And then I think I can kind of put it like this. And this hand can go with some line work over here. Nope. I'm just gonna turn it so that I can do a better job. And over here, I think as well. And then we'll have to do, I'm not sure if I want to just fill that in. Maybe that might work. Who knows? Okay. We'll see. If I blend that, it might be okay. I mean, has to. No, it looks muddy. So I think what I'll do is go in and just like that, maybe. I think that'll be better. Okay. Lots of hope. Can always be erased. Okay. And then I think maybe here, back here, over here. I should have put that on drawing assist. Okay, let's try that again. Over here, here. Sometimes I try to get too fancy with it and it doesn't work. Hey, bud. Okay. Now I think we can blend. I am going to duplicate this just in case in case it's like close, but I messed up just a tiny bit. Ah, we're on the hidden one. Okay, this is too large for the face. Okay, I'm gonna mute for 1 second. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. I'd have to add a bit more to the nose area. And we'll just go with the under eye area. I think we can also use this kind of size blender on the area here. Maybe squish it in a little. Oops, too big. What's happening is that it's pulling from that up at the top, and I don't really want to do that. Now we can blend up here. We'll have to erase that area that's on the finger.
Hey, can I have a second?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna mute for just a second here. I get creme brulee. It's like a fancy Italian restaurant that makes good creme brulee. And I can't eat Italian food, but I can eat creme brulee. I used to make creme brulee, like, so that I would have one every day. You can use like the broiler or whatever in an oven if you don't have like a blowtorch. There's an argument about whether or not you should make creme brulee that way, but I'm on the side of it's good to do it.
Sorry, one more thing.
Yep, okay, sorry, I'm muting again. We just like it's, yeah. Housework. So, no, how'd this line get here? Oh, because there's the hand. Okay, that's fine. I can pop off my assist and then erase. Just a little. Problem solved. We're safe. Okay, and then while we have it off assist, what I'm gonna do is take this, fill in that line tiny bit. And then we can also get in here. And up in this part of the hand as well. Oh yeah, but the creme brulee thing, I guess the argument is like a conventional oven or convection oven, whatever your standard kitchen oven that you have at home is, you cook the creme brulee at too high of a temperature, so you're not supposed to do it. It's weird. I don't know. I don't get it. But I do it and it tastes good, and that's really all that matters, so fancy people can go away. Okay. Here comes my dog. Good. He's tapping on the mat. Okay. Thankfully, skin has gotten a lot easier to do doing it this way. Okay, now I can take assist off one more time, go in here and finish this side, and then also kind of finish this side of the hand. And now I can just kind of push that out just a little, and I'll get in this corner and then back around these. And then I think potentially I might need to do is a little bit here, here, here. It's kind of already there. Let's just test that out. Okay. Let's push that down. Okay. I think that's about right. And then last thing I want to do, oh, I see a spot that we missed. Okay. But I just kind of want to see if we need to do something like this that's like truly necessary. It would cover up the shading we just did, which is mildly annoying, but it's fine. I think it does look a little better like that. Maybe not on that arm, but certainly on this one I like it. Might be more like it goes up here on this one. Yeah, that makes more sense on there. Oh, there's Jojo. Okay. It's back there, but I almost wonder if it doesn't make more sense for them to come up in the front. Let me try this. No, I kind of like them where they are. I've said this like a million times, but I'm not great with lighting, knowing where it goes. I just make it up. I definitely need to learn, but you know what? For now, this is okay. No one's complained yet. And if they did, I would just cry. Not really. I'd probably be like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I do need to work on that. Oops. Okay. Last thing is, do her knuckles back here need shading? Not entirely sure. Okay. I think that looks acceptable. And then I wonder if I could come up through here with that. Kind of like that. That might be too much. That's too much. Don't need that there. Okay. Now we can Well, I hesitate to add the pink now, because usually I kind of do that in like a final stage. I probably could. Drawing assist, clipping mask, and then we usually use this for our skin tone pink. And then recently I've been just kind of doing clown shit when I put it on. And then I feel like a little bit there. Well, actually, I'll pull it off. Drawing assist for the rest. Okay. On the fingers here. Put that there. Oops. Actually, maybe I should do this on a face layer and then it on a not face layer, and then it'll be really easy to erase and it won't be a big hassle. Okay, cool. Your ears get kind of red as well. Okay, and then there. I actually like how much I put there. I want to maybe not blend it down so much, maybe just kind of keep it right around the eye. Maybe blend up just a tiny bit and then just like that, and we'll go kind of thinking like I want like snow and cold in this image, so potentially adding like a little too much pink is not a big deal. But we don't want to over the lip too much. Okay, now I can remove my drawing assist and go ahead and just erase the finger. Then I can make a new drawing assisted, well actually not, no assist. And then we'll go ahead, just a little bit on each finger here. Same over here. And then I'm gonna pop assist on for the shoulders though, and keep it on for right in here. Maybe right here. Okay. I think, oh, maybe take it off and then put a tiny bit on the elbows. Okay, I'll start on the areas that I might need to erase a lot of. Just gonna kind of bring that down. Oops, that's gonna be an assisted area. Okay, and put this back onto my assist. And that as well. This I don't actually need on assist. Okay, I'm gonna make it just a little bigger. And then we'll go ahead and get in there with the eraser a tiny bit. Just a little too big. And then I'll blend that area out just a little more. Okay, and then right around the hand here, want to get some of that pink off and make sure there's no kind of pink coming up from the chin or finger here. For now, that's probably good. The only thing I can see that might need an extra boost is to go back down here with this. We'll put it on assist for a second. And blend. And then I suppose actually the knees might, that's maybe not blended very well. Not the way I want it, at least. Okay. And then I think we can maybe take the pink. It's up. It's on here. Okay. And put it using drawing assist. Just a little here. Tiny bit. Tiny bit, I say, as I add so much more. I don't know, maybe the tiny bit was good. I think that's fine. Okay. Well, we started shading, which is further than I thought we'd get. So I think I'm gonna call it for now. I'll put you guys on our end screen. Mostly just because I'm getting super tired. Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys tomorrow if you decide to join me. Thanks to everyone who came and chatted or just hung out. And also thank you to everyone who watches the VODs. If there's missing VODs or anything, or VODs time out and are gone, you can always find them on the archive channel. You know, it's not listed up here, but if you just search like jstapch archive, it's there, it exists. And I have been uploading them every day. Pat on the back for me. But yeah, I will head out and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!